Take one. Greetings, beautiful people. Welcome to week 10 of General Psychology. I'm making this video to keep you on track. So we really only have a few weeks left, like 3 or 4 weeks left in this class. 4 weeks if you count this week, 3 weeks after this week is done. So next week, the group project will be due, and that group project is worth 100 points. To be clear, you and your group members have been working on this project for the entire semester. You have assigned topics and you hopefully have been collaborating, coordinating. You've been talking with one another via text or via the group chat I set up on Canvas, or maybe you've been emailing each other. Whatever the case, you're going to be graded based on the group's total performance. So what happens is I evaluate the final finished product, and then I go back and I see who did what. And so if I notice that some members report that this member here did so much more than everyone else, and they're so thankful for that person. They took on a leadership role. I'll go ahead and adjust their score slightly higher. So they'll get a higher score than the rest of the group members. At the same time, if I notice that several members say this member was really hard to get in contact with, they had a bunch of excuses as to why they couldn't contribute, and they didn't do much to help the project along, that person's score would be lowered. So the project is worth the same as the test, and you still have plenty of time. You have this week and next week to pull it all together. So that's what's on the horizon. What's going on this week? We're continuing our discussion of personality and social psychology. These are two fascinating topics. Usually people really love to learn about themselves, personality, and how they're connected to others, social psychology. So I would encourage you to read the chapters in the textbook, watch the videos I've posted, and get on that discussion board. So that's what's going on in terms of 20 points for D8. By now, this is our 8th discussion, so hopefully you've mastered how to maximize points. But if you haven't, if you don't respond to 2 or more class members, you're going to automatically lose 6 points. Okay? If your responses to classmates are you're evaluating their work and just saying good job, or I like what you said, and not adding anything of substance or value, not continuing the conversation, you're going to lose points. So if you want to maximize your points, go ahead and give me what you got. Go ahead and let me know what you learned. Okay? Add to the conversation. Okay? Make this class fun. I'm trying. You try. All right. So anyway, D8, remember you're aiming to be complete, correct, clear, concise, and creative. Thoroughly answer all parts of the question. Make sure you provide accurate information. Reference your sources when you can. Proofread and eliminate most mechanical and grammatical errors. Also use headings and spacing so it's easy for someone to read your post. Go ahead and try to let your personality shine through and be creative. And then, be concise. Don't make it so over long and wordy that no one cares, but also don't make it so, short that you're missing key elements, key parts of the question. So anyway, that's 20 points. The other way to earn points this week is you get to evaluate your group members. You're going to get 10 points for giving me your personal opinion. Now, this part of the group project, this part is completely individual. No one will see what you wrote. Okay, when you submit this, it's a private submission to me, and it says rate your members. You'll get 10 points for following the instructions. If you don't follow the instructions, you won't get the full 10 points. Also, if you don't do it, you won't get 10 points. So both the initial post the initial post technically is due today, Tuesday. Our week started yesterday, Monday, but you have until Thursday really to participate in the discussion board, because Thursday is when you're expected to reply to 2 or more class members. If by chance you're running late, no worries. You can always turn your work in over the weekend as long as you get it in by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. If you get your work in by Sunday at 11:59 p.m., it may show late in the computer, but I will not take a late penalty. There's no late deduction. So just make sure you participate in D8, 20 points, and you rate your group members. That's also 10 points. Be honest. Be thorough. Don't just say, all my members did good. Tell me, 1 or 2 sentences why you think all your members did good. Or if there's a member who has not been contributed, say, well, me and the other group members, we got together and did this, this, and this, and this person didn't do anything. Okay, and we made attempts to reach out to them and they still ignored us. Okay, so this is your chance to kind of pull it all together. Okay, this is the week before the big project is due. All right, now I made a video on the project a few years ago because I've been doing variation of this project for many years, and the video is linked in Canvas, but I'll drop it in the comment section or in the description of this this video, so that you can check it out if you haven't already checked it out. If you have questions, comments, compliments, or concerns, I got you. Go ahead and post it to the questions thread. There's a thread in Canvas that says, you click on discussions, it says, are you confused? Do you need help? Do you have a question? And all you have to do is click on it and then you can post your question. I check that once a day, sometimes twice a day, actually, Monday through Thursday. So if you post a question, I'm going to get back with you. Also, other class members are free to respond to that because this discussion post that's pinned for the entire semester is like raising your hand in class. And so if someone else in the class knows the answer, they can respond to you just the same way I can. I usually follow up to make sure no one's sharing false information, but it's a great resource. Um, so that's kind of what's going on this week. 30 points for 20 points for the discussion board, 10 points for letting me know your personal opinions about evaluating your group members. You're finishing up the same 2 chapters you were reading last week, so you have plenty of time. Hopefully you've been following along, and you're feeling pretty confident. Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. I guess I'll take this time to plug my classes. If you know of anyone who hasn't taken General Psychology, Psych 2012, recommend me, Professor Sims. Okay, I've got space. Tell them, hey, sign up for her. I teach face to face and online. That's Psych 2012. If you are majoring in a class, if you're on a pathway that requires human growth and development, which is DEP 2004, such as nursing or early childhood education or psych, I teach that class. That's DEP 2004, and I think I'm teaching it just online in the fall, but usually I kind of do a combination of in person or online. And in the fall, I'm pretty sure my classes are just online for DEP 2004. So I teach that. I also teach social psychology, SOP 2001. And SOP 2001 is a fun class. Me and Professor Jana Bernhardt, who retired recently, we actually pitched this class to the curriculum committee and got it on board at CF. And it's a class where we talk about social relationships and social thinking and conformity, attraction and intimacy and aggression and all that stuff. So it's a really fun class, lots of good information. I teach it face to face and online. The online is filling up pretty fast, but there's still space in the face to face. And usually we only teach it face to face. This is the first semester where I'm offering it online also. But yeah, that's my plugs. Again, if you have any concerns, just let it be known. I'm also available via email. I really am here for you. I love teaching. I love students. And I have to say, I don't do this for the money. Okay. I don't make a lot of money as a teacher, but I really get fed by interacting with my students. I love to share what knowledge I've gathered and acquired over the years, and I love to learn from others. So, that's pretty much all for this week 10's video. À tout à l'heure.